Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks, Katerina, for the introduction. Once again, I'm Anita Otubu. I'm the Senior Director for the Universal Energy Facility under Sustainable Energy for All. Actually, I'm here representing the CEO, Mrs. Damalolo Gumbi, and I will be delivering her keynote speech. I'll try and keep it as short and sweet as possible so we can get right into the panel and really engage in the discussions thereafter. So, distinguished guests, it is an honor to address you today at the ChangeNOW Summit 2023, a gathering of visionary minds dedicated to shaping a sustainable future for our planet. I stand before you as a representative of Sustainable Energy for All, an organization committed to achieving Sustainable Development Goal 7, which is ensuring access to clean, reliable, and affordable energy for all. Energy generation, particularly through fossil fuels, accounts for over 75% of global emissions, and it has been identified as the main contributor to climate change. The realization of the devastating effects of these emissions on our planet has necessitated intensified efforts towards a global ambition for energy transition. The overall success of the energy transition depends on a transformation of the global energy sector from fossil-based to zero-carbon, clean energy sources, which has the potential for reducing energy-related CO2 emissions towards mitigating climate change and limiting global temperature to 1.5 Celsius of pre-industrial levels. As we are aware, global disruptions in energy markets within the last few years and the war in Ukraine have further motivated the push for clean energy and the drive towards net zero carbon emissions across all sectors of the global economy. From a technical perspective, for us to achieve a just energy transition, we need to not only decarbonize our energy systems, but also pursue an energy efficiency strategy. Today, I'm proud to share with you some of SE4All's key efforts in advancing energy access, efficiency, transition, and the overall transformation of the global energy landscape. At the moment, SE4All collaborates with governments across the world to develop energy transition and investment plans, also known as ETIPs. In 2022, we worked with the federal government of Nigeria to develop the continent's first energy transition and investment plan. This visionary plan aims to achieve universal access to energy by 2030, alongside a commitment to net zero emissions by 2060. The Nigeria ETIP sets clear targets for energy access and transition and highlights the resources required to achieve these ambitious goals. Towards ensuring a coordinated approach to achieving the goals of the ETIP, the SE4All established an Energy Transition Office. The Energy Transition Office in Nigeria. So far, the Energy Transition Office has secured over $8 billion in financial commitments, empowering the Nigerian government to drive the first set of transition projects forward. The ETIP serves as a blueprint for comprehensive and sustainable change. The successes recorded by the Nigeria's ETIP inspired SE4All to expand efforts to other countries. We are currently working with the governments of Ghana, Kenya, Barbados, and the Philippines, and others, leveraging our expertise and collaboration to develop tailored energy transition and investment plans that will drive progress and impact. Another crucial initiative, central to the actualization of the energy transition across low and middle income countries in sub-Saharan Africa and Asia, is the Universal Energy Facility, which is the facility that I'm currently leading, which was established with various partners, Rockefeller Foundation, IKEA Foundation, Good Energies, GAP, to name a few. The UEF acts as a financing vehicle to provide results-based finance for energy access projects at scale. Launched in 2020, the Universal Energy Facility focuses on mini-grids to be deployed in the Republic of Benin, Madagascar, Sierra Leone, and DRC. And recently this year, we signed contracts for standalone systems for productive use in Nigeria. It is anticipated that the UEF will grow to be a $500 million facility, delivering approximately 1.3 million electricity connections and 300,000 clean cooking solutions, which will ultimately reduce significantly carbon emissions by the end of this year. Last year, we unveiled the African Carbon Markets Initiative, which is focused on scaling up Africa's participation in voluntary carbon markets, aiming to generate additional revenue for and through clean energy transition projects. By 2030, we aim to deliver $6 billion in annual income and create over 30 million jobs in Africa through carbon markets, or through carbon credits, sorry. Through our carbon market activation plans, we are working closely with African countries, including Nigeria, Rwanda, and Ghana, to develop national strategies that unlock the opportunities and overcome the challenges associated with the supply of carbon credits. We also want to engage with state governments to tap into revenue generation opportunities through clean energy transition projects. In addition to the initiatives that I've just mentioned, SE4All is also undertaking the Renewable Energy Manufacturing Initiative, also known as REMI. So essentially, the Renewable Energy Manufacturing Initiative seeks to create manufacturing plants within Africa towards enhancing the supply chain of renewable energy equipment and technology required to deploy cleaner solutions for energy access. The REMI represents an opportunity for Southeast Asia and Africa to benefit from the energy transition by generating more jobs, fostering economic growth, and creating value for local communities. Ladies and gentlemen, energy access, energy transition, and energy efficiency are three interconnected pillars at the heart of our mission. We recognize the urgency of addressing the energy needs of the most vulnerable communities and ensuring clean and sustainable energy reaches the last mile customers. We aim to empower individuals and communities with reliable, affordable, and environmentally friendly energy solutions by championing decentralized renewable energy alternatives, harnessing innovation and technology, and prioritizing energy efficiency. However, to achieve these goals, collaboration and partnerships are essentials. We must actively involve private institutions and companies in this transformative journey, tapping into their expertise, financial resources, and market reach. Evident from the successes of the Sustainable Energy for All, evident from the successes the SE4All has recorded within the last couple of years, collaboration between public and private entities, which can unlock new opportunities, foster technology transfer, and create an enabling environment for impactful investments in the energy sector. It is essential to recognize that achieving energy access and transitioning to clean energy is not just an environmental imperative, but also a social and economic one. Clean and reliable energy empowers communities, drives economic growth, and enhances livelihoods. It creates job opportunities, fosters entrepreneurship, and cultivates sustainable development. But ensuring energy access and promoting clean energy solutions, we uplift communities, enhance their resilience, and pave the way for a brighter and more prosperous future. As we move forward, we must prioritize increased investment in bridging energy access gaps and focus on energy efficiency, particularly in emerging and developing countries. People-centered energy efficiency plans that create local jobs, provide sustainable mobility options, and expand cold chain infrastructure are critical. The potential of digitization and optimizing energy usage and enhancing efficiency is significant, but it requires supportive government policies and skilled individuals to drive positive change we all envision. Looking ahead, we hope to see a step change in energy efficiency investment at COP28 and intensified efforts in the next 5 to 10 years essentially in emerging and developing countries. We need comprehensive national calling plans and integration of cold chains into energy access efforts. Collaboration, partnerships, and the engagement of all stakeholders are vital to achieving these goals, as mentioned before, towards ensuring a sustainable and prosperous future for all. In conclusion, let us embrace the challenge before us with unwavering determination. Together we can forge a future where no one is left in the dark and where sustainable energy is a fundamental right for all. Let us harness the power of decentralized, renewable energy alternatives, mobilize financing through multilateral development banks, and engage the private sector as we transition towards a cleaner, more inclusive energy landscape. By working hand in hand, we can bring about the transformative change needed to build a sustainable and prosperous world for generations to come. Thank you very much.